Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with tonight's episode of the Have and Have Nots, I don't remember everything about the episode will be down in the title and the description box. Is where you can find all of my contact info or anything you want to know about me down in the description box. But this episode was pretty good, y'all. I've missed the first 6 minutes, so forgive me for that. But I did come in at Candace going to Charles' room after seeing her mom and brother. And, he was, of course, worried about her or whatnot. But he relieved that things went well after she admitted that he was right to encourage her to even go in the first place. Candace admits that Hannah was skeptical at first, but then she started to hear her and she received what she had to say. She tells Charles she left her son Ashes with her mom. And Charles says that he's proud of her and then sends her off to prepare for their trip to D.C. Now, she apprehensive still asking if he's sure, and he said yes, and don't ask me again. So she going on off to prepare. I was like, man, this is really, this what's up. But I knew some stuff was going to happen, so just stay with me because I'm finna bless you. Crazy Veronica, baby, done went home hollering for Alice, talking about bring her a drink. Now, she's so crazy, she done forgot that Alice not only quit, but is suing her ass, okay? David come trying to talk to her and, talk her back into her senses because she thinks that he deceived her. He let her know that, he not trying to use her. Then she flips out and starts talking about he hit her. And he know that he used to hit her all the time. So, child, he apologizing for everything, saying he's sorry about it all. And then she asks, was he wearing a wire? He tell her no, only a comparison garment. He had to pull his damn shirt up to show her. And she was like, oh, you're hurt. Like you done forgot you blew the man up a couple weeks ago. Girl, she talking about, why did you make me do this? He apologized and asked her to just sit down and talk with him. But baby, because she got slapped right there by that couch, she act like she can't sit there anymore. So, he convinced her to at least just sit with him outside. So she finally agrees to do that. I said, I just don't get her, baby. She is really thrown off. She is really, whatever trauma she went through in her life, she's still bothered by that. And the alcohol only makes it worse, it seems. But back over at the hotel, Landon and Charles are waiting on Candace. He getting a little impatient, thinking she might not come. And then she emerges and, child, she got that dress on from last week that Landon suggested, and Charles is totally smitten. So off they all three go along with Secret Service on their way to Washington, D.C. to meet up with the current president and the first lady. Now, back at Veronica's, she and David sitting outside, child. It is dark out there. She saying she ain't okay. She convinced he using her for the case. He trying to convince her that he had no way of knowing that Wyatt was going to go talk to a grand jury. She keeps bringing up things he did in the past, like calling her a simple bitch and sleeping with Maggie and Erica. Child, he said, what you showed me, though, you showed me better. And she agrees and admits that she had hired Erica to take him for all he had. She out there just really, reprimanding him, you did me wrong, so in turn, you deserve to damn near blow up in a car to have me put a hit out on your first little piece that you had and to basically blow up your second little piece. That's what I'm getting from it, okay? I said, he admitted that Veronica was good, but you could tell that he was starting to get really, really aggravated. And she picked up on it too. But he lied and said that he was in pain from the burns on his back. She said it's a reminder to never do wifey dirt again, and he agreed. He left to go get his bandages changed and promised that he was going to return to show her how sorry he truly is. David heads to his car. Child, he's so damn mad. He has to call. He out there calling her all kinds of bitches. Child, he called Jim to talk him down because right then at that point, with her bragging about the pain she caused in his life, he's so mad he want to just go in there and end it for everybody so don't have to worry about it anymore. He basically want to go kill her. Jim told him to calm it down, telling him to go get his bandage changed, have you a stiff drink, and then do what you must. He said, I'm over here. Have you looked at Catherine lately? I have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with something too. But the last thing we need is her to flip and not be on our side right now. So he agreed that he was going to go on get his bandages changed and whatnot, child. And he would possibly have to call Jim back again because he at the point where he don't even want to play no more. He just really want to kill Veronica. But Jim said no problem. He'll be sitting right there waiting because he waiting anyway to see if he can hear anything from the DA to see what George planning on doing. Now, over at Jim and Catherine's, she's looking for her pills, honey. The bottles are empty. She go tell Jim that the bottle's empty and that they know why you done did it. Jim is watching TV. He hoping for updates on what the DA is planning on doing. Child, he also noticed in that news report that they were talking about Charles and Candace going to D.C. to meet up with the new president. He said that ain't going to happen, but right then he calls Wyatt down to talk to him about the situation that he done got them in. And Wyatt is very nonchalant, and you can tell that he got a little something in him, right? Jim knows he high. Went over there, searched his pocket, pulled out a pill he knew belonged to Catherine. He pissed off. Child, then he gets a call as Catherine comes in with yet another empty bottle that Wyatt has taken all of her value. Child, it killed me earlier on when she first told him about her pain pills and all the cold medicines being gone. He said, now why in the hell do you have pain pills in the house? She said, because I'm married to a pain in the ass. I hollered, child. But anyway, Wyatt went upstairs, of course, and Jim followed him because he trying not to talk to his dad about it. He asking if Wyatt took the pills, and he said what he think. He tried to make him sober up, was going to make him get in the shower or whatnot. Wyatt is fighting with him and stuff. He told him that he'll load that shotgun and kill him. Now, Catherine said, what shotgun? Jim said, do it. Wyatt said he hated Jim. Jim said, well, I love you so much it hurts me. And if I catch you with another pill or any drug in your hand. And then he walked off because you could tell that kind of hurt him a little bit. Because as much of an a-hole as he is, he really don't want his son out there on that dope like that. He want him to do better. And I think that if he had a better representation of what a man is, he would do better. But look what he got as a representation. Child, that fiend, after Jim and Catherine left out of his room, gonna stand up mimicking having a shotgun in his hand like he killing his parents, and he seems absolutely fine with that. Now, Catherine, I got a question. You heard this boy say something about a shotgun, and I'm sure you're aware that it's one down in that basement belonging to your deceased father. So why didn't you question him more as to what he's talking about with this shotgun? See, they gonna end up like the Menendez brothers' parents. Y'all remember them? The Menendez, y'all remember them boys killed their parents? That's what they gonna end up just like, because they not paying attention. And the boy basically telling you, he gonna get you. That's really what he's saying. Now, over at Hannah's house, Benny is wanting to tell Derek to go home. She said no. She liked him and she wanted him to stay. Benny said he looked like he was in there praying and crying and stuff. Hannah assumed by that meant that he had overheard the conversation that she had with Candace, right? Benny still want Derek to go home, but Hannah not having it. And it's at that point that I must admit I began to see something that I either did not pay attention to in the past, or I don't know what it was. They began to talk about the man who had raped Hannah. And it was at that point I realized that although Benny is a mama's boy, he's also very protective of his mother because he knows the story of the man who took her and had his way with her. And from there came Candace. So that's part of why he is so overprotective of his mama. She wanted him to go down there and keep Derek company as she gathers herself. Of course, he don't want to do it, right? Now, child, we see Charles, Landon, and Candace has entered the Oval Office, awaiting the current president and first lady to arrive. The staffer that brought them there was asking did they want something, and I think that Landon said something to Charles and called him Mr. President. Oh, girl, you can tell that all of this entire new current administration don't see it or respect Charles, because she had to clear up that Charles wasn't the president yet. He was the president-elect, okay? So, once she clarified that and left the room, Landon ended up having to leave shortly thereafter because, see, he a little bit pissed off. He said all of them is disrespectful to Charles, and he don't like their attitude, so he had to leave. So that leaves Charles and Candace in the Oval Office to talk about him becoming president. She even had him go stand by the Oval desk and asked if he's ready for this. Well, child, he asked her, was she ready for this? Because at that moment, he asked her to move into the White House with him, which surprises her. But she tells him that she don't want to just answer it yet. Give him a minute. Give her some time to think on that. Now, the president and first lady come in, and they make it nice, but I knew something wasn't right about them. The first lady takes Candace on a tour while the president and Charles is left to talk. Child, Jeffrey finally goes in the place that Justin has fixed up for him. And child, Jeffrey is shook and shocked, okay, at all the pics that Justin has around that apartment of him. I didn't mention it last week, but child, yes, he had like it's like a montage of nothing but Jeffrey in that house. Pictures that Jeffrey realizes, this man been following me because I didn't even know he took some of these pictures. I said, I imagine that did weird him out. Justin wanted to go have dinner or eat in. Jeffrey didn't want to do that. Then he offered him a drink saying it makes the sex better. Now you just assuming you finna get some. Jeffrey really was ready to go and tells him that the place was nice. Justin reminded him, not the place, our place. He also tried to guilt trip Jeffrey about him being beat up and whatnot. Jeffrey let him know that he didn't like when he does that, and he went to leave, and child, guess what Justin did? Took the bottle, busted, and put the bottle, the jagged edge up to his neck, talking about he gonna kill himself. See what you made me do? Now, I'm gonna tell you, family, I don't ever want no dick that Jeffrey got, because see, these dudes be doing the craziest things. Just crazy as hell. Now, I done had some bust your window out your car type of thing, but wanting folks to die, beating up peoples and all of that Jeffrey had these men doing behind his little bussy. Jeffrey tried to talk Justin out of killing himself. He's ordering Justin to put the bottle down, but Justin saying that if you want me to put it down, then you gotta stay, because see, what you not understanding is, without you, Jeffrey, I don't have nothing. I said, child. Then remember last week I told y'all about the meeting of the round table of the current administrations, the people that got a problem with Charles and trying to find any and everything to make sure that they solidify their positions, although the current president got to go, but some of these staffers can stay. Well, them people meet up again, because see, they shocked and just appalled that Charles has brought a whore into the White House, child. He's ordered to go to Savannah and dig up some more information, while the one that was in charge doing the most talking about keeping their positions as this administration changes, child, he gets on the phone with the president. And the president don't like Charles either. I told you was something about them I ain't like. He's telling he's telling the president to tell Charles's date that I think it was she a hot piece of ass, it's gonna affect her, and she gonna know that, the situation is what it is. He telling the president, the current one, that, he done brought a hoe into your house. That's basically what he's saying. But they supposed to meet up later and talk about how they gonna deal with the fact that the current president-elect has brought a prostitute into the White House. Now back at Hannah, baby, Derek is in that kitchen crying his ass off. She is assuming this is because he overheard the conversation with her and Candace. Child, wrong. She asking him what's wrong. Baby, he pulled up that shirt and that tattoo, baby, that tattoo. That tattoo made Hannah gasp for air. Derek raped Hannah years ago, and if he is the rapist, that means he's also Candace's father. Child, I am shook. That was the have and the have-nots, honey. That was the haves and the have-nots. Now jump on down there in the panty section and let me know your thoughts and opinions about this. This must be, I don't know, because they didn't give us no previews for next week. I don't know if they finna go on a little break. I don't know what's going on, but if it come back next week, I'll be here doing it. But child, this was a good episode. That ending took me out. Baby, when he raised that shirt and she saw that tattoo and went to gasping and he went to crying, I said, oh my God, child, what kind of tangled web have we weaved? Anyway, family, as always, remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video, comment down in the panty section, aka comments. If you have not become a love thing for the free 99, please hit your notification bell. And that way once you subscribe, hit the notification bell button so that you can be notified anytime I drop a video or do an impromptu live from this channel. You will be notified. Now, child, let me get going because tonight is the first part of a 2-night premiere of If Loving You Is Wrong. So I'll be right back, child. Peace.